Hello there everyone and welcome back to another Terraria Modding Masterclass. In this episode I'm going to be showing you how to generate ores into your world. For example, there's this TMMC snow ore and as well as this normal ore. And I'll be showing you how we make that and how you can make it appear as a colour on the map. And let's get straight to it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make a class that extends mod world if you don't already have one. Oops. And the key for this is to override the modify world gen tasks. Please be aware you will need these using statements up here: using Terraria, using Terraria.modloader, using Terraria.id, using Terraria.world.generation, using system.collection.generic, using Terraria.gamecontent.generation, and using Microsoft.xna.framework is optional. It may come in handy. The first thing, override the modify world gen tasks. And then we're going to do int shiny's index equals tasks.find index of genpass is equal to or greater than genpass.name.equals, and then the name we're searching for is shiny's. Each task has a given name, which there's a list somewhere. I'll try and link it in the description, which is a different stage in the world generation. For example, the world will start out with nothing, then it adds dirt, then stone, then it goes through each of the stages, eventually adding trees, adding walls, and just continuously adding stuff until the world is complete. In this case, we're finding the one that's called Shinies. Then we check if we've found it. Some mods do remove tasks. In this case, if Shiny's index is not equal to -1, then we're doing tasks.insert at Shiny's index +1. So this will happen after the Shiny's index. Then we do new pass legacy. Call it TMMC ore generation, or you can call it whatever you want. And then we're going to call the ore generation method. So this is our method here. You want to do private void your method name, in this case ore generation, and pass in generation progress. You don't have to add it here. This does it automatically. Then progress.message, generating modded ores. This is the message that appears while the code is running and while the world is generating. You probably won't see this much unless you're doing a lot of generation stuff, but for basic stuff like modded ores, you'll likely not see it, but you can add it there anyway. So this for loop here is going to be going from the left side of the world to the right side of the world, and also going from the top of the world to the bottom of the world. But that would mean we're doing main.maxTiles x times main.maxTiles y, which is a lot of tiles. So what we're doing is 6e minus 0.5, which is 0.00006. So in a small world, that's 4200 multiplied by 1200 multiplied by 0.00006 equals 302.4. But because we are getting an int, this is rounded down up to 302 or 303. I can't remember which way it goes. I think it's down. What I'm doing is doing for var I equals 0, I is less than 302, I++. Then we're doing int x equals worldgen.genrand.next 0 to main.maxTiles x. This will get us a point between the far left side of the world and the far right side of the world. Then we're doing int y equals worldgen.genVand.next equals int worldgen.worldSurfaceHigh. So this is the value where the world surface is at its highest. This is set by the game code and is different for different world sizes. Their main.max tiles y is bottom of the map. Once we have this x and y position, we're doing worldgen.tilerunner. We're passing in x, then the y position. Then we're doing worldgen.genVand.next. Then in this case, we're doing a value between 3 and 6, and this is the strength. You can change this number, making sure this first number is smaller than this second number. Make sure this is also a positive number as well. And then we're going to do steps. So worldgen.genVand.next between 2 and 6 in this case. Again, just mess with the number until you are happy with it. Then you're passing in the tile type. So mod.tiletype, TMMC or in this case. Then do add tile equals false. So false. This will make it so the tile doesn't just appear in the air. 0f0f, just leave those as there. False, so you do not change the y value of it. I think this is for stuff like sand or gravity items. I'm not 100% sure on that. And then true, so overrides any existing tile. Once that for loop is done, you've got one of yours in. But if you want to spawn your ore in, for example, the snow biome like I did with one of them, you can do this. And this is also set up so you have at least one ore available to you. So in this case, I've done int count equals 0, and while the count is less than 1, this will keep looping. Then we're doing that same for loop, so for I equals 0, I is less than this equation, so 302 and I++. We're doing the same x and y as we did here. Again, you can change these to whatever you want. Then we're doing tile equals framing.get tile safely. Add position x, y. Then we're doing if tile.active, so if there is an active tile in this place. Then we're doing and if tile type is equal to tileid.snowblock or tile type equals tileid.iceblock. Then we're in the tile runner command. You don't require this false 0f0f false true. These are all the defaults, so you can just have x, y, strength, steps, and the tile type. And then finally count ++. And when this reaches 1, then this will no longer continue to run. This loop will finish. Anything inside this while statement will finish. Once it's at the end, it will finish. And then we're done. And it's pretty simple. That's some basic worldgen stuff. I do have this chest stuff, which I'm not going to cover in this episode, just because it can be a bit confusing, but this is all available on the GitHub. It's down in the description below. And in the next episode, I'll be covering some more advanced world generation stuff, such as creating structures, hard mode generation, and possibly generation of ore on boss death, which you can see I already have a statement for, and we'll see how well that goes. But thank you everyone for watching. I hope you have found this video helpful. Again, the code is available on GitHub. Be sure to check that out. Till then, thank you everyone for watching. Goodbye.